Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. All of you guys who don't know me, my name is Dianamunoz and I make videos here on YouTube, and I would love if you guys would like, comment, and subscribe to this channel. It shows a lot of support and it makes me keep on going with these videos. Today's video is actually very interesting. It's like a new year, new me type of video. I decided to make this video because I feel like a lot of you guys are wanting to start off this year with a lot of new goals, a lot of new achievements you guys want to meet. Like for myself, it's like to get my finance like super good, start saving, and then start investing in a couple stocks, bonds, and stuff like that. That's just like a personal goal of mine. But many of you guys, I feel like many of you guys' goal is moving out this year. I know last year that was like my biggest goal. I was like, I need to move out, not because I didn't like where I lived, but I was just like, I need to move out and do it right. I can't just move out and then go back into my house, or move out and not be happy to where I am and all that stuff. So if you guys have any interest in listening to my tips and tricks, just keep on watching the video. My first trick is the most basic trick. It is kind of like websites and apps that you can use to kind of look at apartments or houses that you're wanting to rent or buy. I'm mainly gonna focus on renting though, because I haven't bought a home and I'm not looking to buy a home anytime soon. Where I found various apartments other than this one was STALK. They have great apps and they all work on the iPhone. I know many of you guys have iPhone, most of us have iPhone, so they have great apps out there. You can kind of outline where you're looking at to move, and then you can put your price range. You can filter whatever you want. You can put in like if you have any pets, if you're looking for laundry within the unit, within a site, and little things like that. So my second tip is to always look at Yelp reviews of the apartment complex that you guys are looking to move into, or of the home, or of the management that is guiding you to that home, if that makes any sense. So you always want to look at Yelp reviews of previous management that have control of whatever property you're looking at, if that's better wording. This tip comes from my sister and her roommate's experience. So they recently moved out and signed a new lease, and then they were completely shocked when management sucked. So the management wouldn't fix things that are wrong with the apartment. It would just not care. It would not answer its phone calls, not emails. It would block them. It would do sketchy things like that. That, you know, you wouldn't really know unless you actually were on the lease prior to that. So always make sure to look at Yelp reviews. And then when we actually looked at the Yelp reviews of their apartment complex, it actually had a couple of people actually review the apartment complex saying that management did suck in the apartment, and that manager that they're having a problem with is actually the worst manager like out here in this town. So always make sure to look at Yelp reviews. That is going to help you tremendously, which brings me to my tip number 3. So always don't overpay for something that you're not being provided with, such as amenities within the unit. So if there's no laundry on the unit, or there's no laundry on site, there's no like pet policy, they like prohibit some kind of breed of pets, don't be paying a ridiculous amount, because many apartment complexes offer those amenities and they have a reasonable pricing. Therefore, you shouldn't be paying like $1,600 for like a 1-bedroom, 1-bath apartment, depending on location, if they don't have a laundry on site. Like, that's ridiculous. Like, you shouldn't be paying overpriced for things that you're not getting. So they will try to tell you that they have newly renewed apartments and things like that to kind of bring up the cost, but they have to do that regardless to meet state standards of living. So they didn't do that to kind of benefit you. They kind of did that because they need to do that. So make sure you're not being overcharged for an apartment that is not providing you with everything that you want. So my next tip is always looking to various apartments before signing a lease. So make sure you have like 6 months before you move out and really look at apartments, really look at rooms to rent, studios, you know, whatever you're looking at. Make sure you look at various options. Don't sign the first lease, the first management that you come towards only because it has a good price, or because you feel like you're being rushed and stuff like that. Because many houses, especially where I live, because it's a university town, they're being taken up very quickly. Don't be doing that. Take your time, look at managements, look at reviews, think it over, talk to your relatives, opinions of everybody. Maybe get a couple friends to go in with you to take the tour, tell them, you know, what's their opinion on the apartment. Don't do this alone. and don't be signing leases in a short amount of time. Always take your time no matter what. If it's not meant to be, it's not meant to be your home. That's fine. You're gonna find plenty more, trust me. And my biggest tip of this video is kind of the way that I got to move out. So I really wanted to share this tip with you guys because it has helped me move out. It has helped a lot of my friends move out, and it's kind of like the path that we took to kind of gain our independence as well as get an education and move out. And I'll kind of explain that as I'm giving the tip. So I went let me get and like start this clearly. So let's just say your girl did not have a very good GPA getting out of high school. I really sucked at high school, got F's, got D's. I'm gonna be completely honest with you guys. I barely graduated high school, and then I decided to go into a community college instead of a 4-year college, even though I did get accepted to a 4-year college, because I just felt that community college was like the right path for me. I kind of wanted to explore a couple majors and things like that. And as a transfer student, and if you don't know what that is a student that went out of high school into a community college, spent like 2 to 4 years in a community college, and then transferred into a 4-year university. As a transfer student, if you get FAFSA and you are approved for almost the entire amount of Pell Grants, you're eligible to get the Blue and Gold Scholarship. And this is how I managed to move out. So let me explain myself a little bit better. So if you go into a community college right after high school and you transfer into a 4-year university, that's a UC, and I'm only talking about California here because I don't know how it works in different states. If you are accepted into a UC and you decide to go, the first year of housing is completely covered for. So that's how I managed to pay my rent for the first year, at least most of it. I'm still paying a little bit out of pocket. I'm not gonna say the amount because I just feel like that's kind of personal, but I am paying a somewhat good amount still for my apartment. But it has allowed me to have a lot of my education costs cut down and have a lot of guaranteed housing here where I moved, so I didn't have to go through the apartment process. I was looking to move in to an actual apartment instead of going through student housing, but honestly, the Blue and Gold Scholarship as a transfer student allows you to have a lot of advantage when it comes to pricing, choice of room, choice of apartment here in your 4-year UC university. So I just wanted to share that with you guys. If you guys are high schoolers, maybe seniors, and are thinking between going to a 4-year university, I would recommend 100% to you guys to go to a community college, finish your general education at a community college, and then later on apply to the 4-year university of your choice. And it's most likely you're going to get into higher universities just because the competition tends to cut down a little bit, and that's just something that happens because you're a transfer student. And my last tip is always to have a planner. Buy yourself a planner, buy yourself a journal, buy yourself something that you're constantly going to keep looking at daily, and set yourself some saving goals, because let me tell you guys, and let's be realistic, moving out is super expensive. I had a pretty good savings to move out, and let's just say within the first month all of those savings went to waste. You have to buy so many little things that you were not expecting to purchase. So for myself, it was little things like microwave. I had to buy myself a blender, a toaster, and groceries. I had to buy plates, spoons, glasses, toilet stuff. I had to buy cleaning supplies, bed sheets, sofa. I mean, we're talking like the entire apartment. I had to buy everything in the apartment, and my apartment already came furnished, so I was pretty lucky of that. But most apartments will not come furnished, and that's an additional budget. So make sure that whatever you're expecting to waste, maybe multiply that times 3, and then when you have that, you're ready to move out financially, because Lord knows it takes so much money to move out. And I know when I was planning to move out, I was just like, oh my god, I'm gonna decor my apartment, it's gonna look so bougie on a budget. And then I ended up so broke I couldn't decor my apartment. So make sure you have a lot of savings. That's like my star tip also of this video. And lastly, my last tip is, please make sure that you are moving out because you want to, not because, you know, people are pressuring to move out. I know I felt a little bit of pressure just because I know I was pretty young when I moved out. Like, I'm just 19 when I got my first apartment, but at the same time, I kind of felt like, oh my god, like everybody kind of else is moving out, I feel like I should move out. And I really wanted a taste of independence. Make sure that it's really what you want and it's not what people are pressuring to do. if that makes any sense, because I know that many of my friends regret moving out after they move out and then they want to go back home, but it's kind of like they can't at that point, or they don't feel comfortable going back home. So make sure you're moving out because you want to. I know I don't regret moving out. I love everything about being independent. So yes, so I really hope this video was very helpful for you guys. And if you guys want to see maybe like an apartment tour, right now I'm like filming for the first time in my apartment. Just give this video a thumbs up and I'll give you guys that video. If you guys want more like lifestyle videos like this, also leave comments down below, and make sure to like, comment, and subscribe to this channel. I would really appreciate it. So check out my vlogging channel. I'll link it down below. It's with my boyfriend, and I think that's it for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Ciao.